What's up, YouTube? This boy famous Zeke.
It's your girl Tanika.
And we back with another reaction video. Boop, boop, boop. Today we got the Bronx is burning, RICO for the drillers. Hey, look, we about a year. We really like a year late in this video.
It's a year ago.
Yeah, we like a year late. We just gonna break down to and like react to what's really going on in the Bronx or any other city around America. So be prepared for us to react to more rappermentaries. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and hit that like button before we get on your ass. The original link down in the description too, boy.
Make sure you guys subscribe to our channel, and if you
have not subscribed, what the hell are you doing? You know what, be living here. Stop playing with us. Bow, bow. So let's get to the video. Blah, blah, blah. This the Bronx ass little boy. Free K Flop. Nigga, I heard a lot about this kid, bro.
And I had no idea what drill rapping was. I called my son. He sent me some video, and it is alarming.
At one time, the Bronx was a thriving community. That started to change.
Where y'all niggas at, bro? We y'all loaded on this out.
That's K-Flop.
Pissing on myself, goon war. Y'all niggas is bugging.
You did somebody who died. His name was Rara.
Yeah. Before he died, 2 days before he died, he said, "I'm gonna kill you when I see you." Look how that worked.
These individuals want to get credit for the harm that they're doing.
These niggas is not playing. What the fuck? Hold on, what?
You did somebody who died. His name was Rara.
Yeah. Before he died, 2 days before he died, he said, "I'm gonna kill you when I see you." Look how that worked.
These individuals want to get credit for the harm that they're doing.
The gangs are accused of operating out of public housing and often stalk their enemies in broad daylight.
What I'm gonna do?
On camera.
What I'm gonna do? We are allowing music, displaying of guns, violence. We're allowing it to stay on these sites.
Hi, what is up, everybody? We're gonna talk about New York drill. Probably one of the wildest scenes in rap, period. 7 years ago, there was a huge explosion with Brooklyn drill. And the feds started doing gang sweeps, taking everybody down one by one. It got so crazy.
Here's the thing about New York though that's different from Atlanta. New York, it got like 5 boroughs that each do their own sound of drill. Brooklyn, it started off with Brooklyn first, you know, with Bobby Shmurda. I'm gonna let the documentary talk about it, but you remember Bobby Shmurda, right? Yeah. GS9. Fucking, I don't know how many count Ricos, but that's what popped out the New York drill scene. Bobby Shmurda.
It got so crazy. You got shootings happening in Times Square involving established rappers.
This week's gunfire in Times Square, police have made an arrest. 20-year-old Kimina Elijah of Brooklyn.
Since 2017, the NYPD has used facial recognition technology, or FRT, in 22,000 cases. Because there's so many cameras in New York, the internet gets their hands on the footage of their favorite rappers involved in shootouts and moving traffic, stabbings, beatings near Delhi. FRT in 22,000 cases.
God damn! Hey,
22,000 cases.
22,000. That's how you know how fucked up New York really is, bro. Like
so many cameras in New York. The internet gets their hands on the footage of their favorite rappers involved in shootouts and moving traffic, stabbings, beatings near delis. I mean, some of the songs that were going viral. Every other line was someone smoking on someone's dead ops. Crews would boast about those same crimes and put them in music videos like they were Easter eggs. The deceased mayor, Eric Adams, coming out in a press conference, wanting to ban drill music, even expanding and investing into different departments that tracks everybody's pages online.
Much of that work is done here at the NYPD's real-time.
There's always somebody young that's gonna.
They're bragging about what they're doing.
He's gonna try to like start genres like drill music and shit like that. But kind of think about it, there's always somebody younger and younger that's gonna come out every fucking year with this shit, bro. And there's gonna be more and more games get more attention through this shit, you feel me? So who's really stopping what, you feel me, besides people dying and getting locked up, you feel me? What's stopping what, you know what I'm saying?
Social media has proven to be an invaluable tool.
A few years ago, the Bronx took over. Maybe one of the sickest boroughs in the city.
The society in the Bronx is horrible.
Rappers from the Bronx to stop using the music to encourage shootings.
I remember in the 90s, kids were throwing fridges off the roofs of the River Park Tower projects in the Bronx. And now the kids from RPT are getting indicted by the dozens on federal racketeering and gang conspiracy charges.
Niggas don't care about me my whole life. My whole been like 3 months, like, niggas really forgot.
This nigga D-Thing, He got caught up in the RICO, but he recently just got out like earlier this year. He was supposed. I don't know how many months he done did, but he just got out of jail. This nigga right here, D-Thing, he just got out of jail.
With the government trying to pin them for everything from murder all the way to animal cruelty. Talking about one of the most infamous drill voices in the scene, D-Thing, who was talking shit to a pigeon on an Instagram live stream with his boys. And shooting it dead for 100 viewers.
Your little base right here.
A pigeon, yeah.
Dog, wait.
Look at this fucking pigeon.
You gonna pick him up? I can't look.
See, everything in New York.
Nigga just killed.
Why they kill a pigeon?
A pigeon. An innocent pigeon. Yeah, I see why that animal cruelty popped up right there. That's on camera, 100 views. Wow.
Everything in New York was getting done for clout, followers, and numbers. Yeah, with shootings spiking from 200 all the way to 500 last year. It's all young kids, aged 13 and 15, maneuvering the back alleys and the looping hills in the Bronx, using scooters to carry out hits in broad day.
This gang conducted wolf pack-like searches throughout the investigation.
This nigga right here.
Now, we're getting into all of this, but first, check out my song of the day. This is my guy Millie's.
There we go.
Alright, we're going to the Bronx to understand this
The
story.
Bronx.
Get ready to see wild shit.
I got a friend
You
that's
got
there.
gangs dressing as Squid Games for Halloween, and it's not to go trick-or-treating. For the last 2 summers, Bronx drill was everywhere. On TikTok, radio stations, you got 3 to 4 sets of different cousins, blood-related, all established rappers, beefing with each other because of Bronx politics.
That's my cousin. No, both of them are your cousins.
Everybody's like, wait, hold up. They cousins, they're going at it, but he's cousins.
Can't wait to see Auntie now. Huh.
Because y'all all family, technically, could you ever see all of y'all reconciling?
Nah, I don't think so.
Wow.
The music in the Bronx is super high energy.
All of them like cousins. It be like that. The shit gets so deep, especially with street politics. It gets so fucking deep, bro. Like, you fuck around and meet a nigga that's like not part of your group, but in a part of your bloodline. Killing their own cousin. What the fuck?
Is super high energy, sometimes too high. Like these kids got ADD or something. The Bronx has the biggest dropout rate in all of New York, and it's becoming a problem. You got kids going to school in rival territories, with different campuses getting metal detectors in them to squash gang shootings.
Jelly! Oh, I tell you her!
This, of course, is the rapper Zeke, with 100 million views on YouTube in 2 years of rapping, coming out of the Cortland Projects in the South Bronx, aka home of extortion. In 2009, the Cortland homes was subject to a police sweeping called Operation Bad Apple, which took down 52 people for racketeering and gang conspiracy. The NYPD even went on to build a police building right across the street from the projects called PSA 7, even though a precinct and a Bronx borough court are literally a few blocks away. Cortland's home to popular rappers like B-Love and Zeke. Shah, who's known for having a deep-ass voice that doesn't really match his face, went to the rival school.
He said bait this shit, but hold on, why you bait Zeke like that, folks?
Cortland's home to popular rappers like B-Love and Zeke. Shah, who's known for having a deep-ass voice that doesn't really match his face, went to the rival school in Mount Haven.
Just bait this shit, twin. Just bait this ass. Talking about he got a deep-ass voice that don't match his face. And he's right. You ever hear this nigga song? You know I'm the fist of the Bronx. Man, that man got a deep-ass voice.
Just 9 minutes away from his hood, where he would bug out towards any kid that repped the rival gang, the YGs.
Yeah.
He was making posts talking about YG killing, even hopping on Instagram Lives at 12 years old, saying directly to a YG kid named Wulati that he was gonna spare him.
What's up, Via Wulati? Yo, he said what's up, Via Wulati? I know.
Wulati is the most disrespected nigga in the
5
Bronx.
years later, Wulati would get murdered. See, the Young Gunners, or the YGs, is an infamous Bronx-made gang, which started in 2003 in the Mount Haven houses and the Patterson houses, just 10 minutes away from Cortland. 2 detention centers in the Bronx, Horizons, Crossroads, are breeding grounds for gang recruitment. And the YGs were formed to combat the overwhelming numbers of Bloods in adult jails like Rikers Island. At one point, the YGs had dozens and dozens of different sets, all banging under its umbrella, with all sorts of different hoods spread out throughout the Bronx. forcing other blocks around them to create their own gangs in response to combat the YGs. You can even see this in the classic South Bronx joint, Shot Caller from French Montana. In the video, French is surrounded by YGs, and here you can see the leader, Jouhet, who was killed a few years later at Club Tropicana, beaten on the head with the glass base of a hookah pipe. And when the glass shattered, his ops used a metal rod inside the hookah to continue pounding his head, leaving Jouhet drenched in blood. He died in a coma a week later. The youngsters who oppose YGs.
You know that metal rod? You ever seen a hookah pipe, a glass hookah pipe at the vape shop, right? When we be going to. You know that glass rod you will see in the middle of that bit? You know that metal rod in between?
Like in the middle, like the
glass, yeah.
Oh.
They smashed that shit on his head and beat his ass to death, like just beat his ass with a hookah pipe.
Oh.
The whole metal rod just jamming through his head made him bleed out. Damn. What kind of what the fuck? Ugh.
Often cite this event to antagonize them.
That's all in the lyrics.
Damn.
The youngsters who oppose YGs often cite this event to antagonize them. YGs were notorious for violence themselves.
Damn,
Locals remember a horrific event that took place on April 16th of 2012 when a gang of YGs were drinking liquor on a hazy night, discussing who was the toughest in the crew. This crew of YGs made a 7-minute walk and stormed their rivals on Cortlandt Ave to see what they could catch. The Cortlandt buildings were empty, except for one kid, a 16-year-old named Noah Bala, aka Moses, was alone walking. Probably weighed about 90 pounds soaking wet. The YGs chased him, kicked him to the ground, stomped him to death. Kids from the Cortlandt projects hold Noah's name in high regard. Be Love, whose hit song, If You Know You Know, got 16 million views when it was released 2 years ago. He actually confronted the brother of a YG's member that killed Noah outside in front of the Metro Court as this guy was waiting to be tried for a different murder of another Cortlandt youth named Yellow.
Come across the street. I came in court with it. God, lots of people throw that up one more time. What the fuck you talking about?
Be Love.
What you talking about? Come across the street.
The Bronx is so crazy.
This nigga out here hoeing niggas, boy. He out here hoeing niggas for real. Hold on.
He actually confronted the brother of a YG's member that killed Noah outside in front of the Metro Court as this guy was waiting to be tried for a different murder of another Cortlandt youth named Yellow.
Come across the street.
He said come across
I
the
came in
street.
court with it. God, lots of people throw that up one more time.
That's a New York song. Block you, nigga, for doing that shit.
Come across the street.
Come across the
Bronx
street.
is so crazy.
What am I doing?
Youth will get active in the courts, outside the courts,
They don't give a fuck
for the
about
police. They don't care.
And court. Fine.
Noah's death is brought up in dozens of drill songs, all to disrespect him in the Cortlandt projects. Notorious YG rapper D-Thang out of the River Park Towers, a YG stronghold in the West Bronx, made the song Wedgie Man This, Wedgie Man That. In it, D-Thang has a cold-blooded line talking about the beating of Noah.
Just watch how we spin like a fidget. If we catch a hop, we go out like that bitch. Yo, Johnny fall back, I'm a clipper.
Once again, as we said in our other videos, this is a disclaimer. We do not condone the dissing of the dead. We don't condone or promote violence in this channel. So if you're looking for some bullshit like that, go check out somebody else.
We're just reacting.
We're just reacting. So we just reacting. Yeah. We don't condone none of that shit.
No.
But yeah, that is disrespectful as hell. You just said, just watch how we spin like a fidget. If we chase a op, he gonna end up like that midget. Talking about Noah. That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up.
Crazy.
That's fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. But niggas like listening to this shit for some reason. I ain't gonna lie. I do too, but I don't know.
It's gonna be just for like
It is
the
for
beat.
I just listen to it because of the beat. The lyrics be like bothering me a little bit. You feel me? Like especially when you bring up the dead.
That song is riddled with disses. The title itself sounds funny. Wedgie man this, wedgie man that. It's a direct shot at Shy EK, the rapper from Cortland, who was caught on camera getting a wedgie.
Okay, now that was funny. I remember that video. I remember seeing that video. This nigga got drugged across the street by his damn drawers.
Get wedgie dragged.
Just getting dragged in the whip on camera too. Wowzers.
Oh, I know that's embarrassing.
That would be like, nigga, I would stop gangbanging after that, bro. Anytime somebody hold me like that, I would stop gangbanging. That would.
I know he felt that.
Yeah, I know his asshole bleeding. Like, nigga, I would stop gangbanging immediately after that, folks. That's embarrassing. Look at this shit. It's ripped. You see that? This shit ripped.
Do you like my new song?
What do you mean this? What do you mean that?
Now, D-Thang's home, RPT, the River Park Towers, alias the Death Towers, encompasses two 44-floor buildings and two 38-story buildings standing over the Harlem River. 8 years ago, the feds took down 20 of their top guys, wiping out the leaders, hiring security guards, and installing cameras to stop people from dealing drugs right outside. Then, the kids took over.
One way in, one way out. So this my brother for life, forever.
They continued drug dealing, robbing. The feds were actually finding illegal weapons in the music videos, then tying them to shootings.
Got shot. Is that true?
Yeah, we know. Word of my mother, we know.
New York has always had very strict gun laws. People wanted to know how these kids were getting their hands on weapons. Ghost guns, these untraceable firearms made from parts you could purchase online. Been wrecking havoc in the
South.
city.
If you're a child, if you're a convicted felon,
look,
you can go.
they get shit like this online or either from the belt line, the pipeline, you know what I'm saying, going from Georgia all the way to New York. I ain't gonna explain how that shit happens because, you know what I'm saying, none of my business. But yeah, that's how they get their shit.
Online and purchase these parts, get the parts, construct the firearm.
Serial numbers, untraceable, no background check, nothing. That is a problem.
The whole of 2021 was crazy. As the feds were tuning into Instagram lives, you could see stuff like rapper D-Thang with his own cousin, K-Flock, flashing out on each other for a live audience.
Money, don't do that, money. Don't do that.
Wow, K-Flock was a crash.
You know I'm a wacko. Fuck that. No, I'm a class. Show my energy last time I saw you, stunner.
K-Flock is literally D-Thang's blood cousin, coming from the famous Little Italy part of Central Bronx, near the 48th precinct. K-Flock's own mom pretended in an interview not even to know who D-Thang was.
Him and D-Thang are cousins.
I don't even know who that thing is. I'm the mom and I'm confirming it. That's nowhere near related to me at all.
His gang DOA, or Dead on Arrival, is an allegiance of 5 blocks, all of which are surrounded by YGs and Drillies, a vicious gang of bloods that also oppose K-Flock and his gang DOA.
Oh, Sam Flocka, come play. Come play today. You always played on the internet. I want you to come play today.
Now, because the fans...
The fact that they do shit like this on camera behooves me.
New K-Flock is a crash-out specialist.
Yeah,
would film his
especially
gang
K-Flock.
endeavors, all for social media. This resulted in all his music getting more and more views.
Let me tell y'all what he did, bro. This nigga gonna call me to a mansion party full of hot.
Yo, I was there. We was in there, but who was there?
This K-Flock.
That's what I'm saying.
In there. Where the room go?
Now, this would make his rivals upset and jealous. K-Flock would bring them into Instagram lives just to argue with them.
Bro, y'all, scariness. I was volleying y'all.
You never did nothing to me, though. Really, though. Really never did nothing to me.
That kid he was talking shit to is Rajiz, a YG member from the 800 block, literally a 15-minute walk away from K-Flock's hood. Now, just 2 weeks after they had that argument on live, this YG kid Rajiz would preview a track called Real Facts, where he was going after K-Flock.
Hey, I remember when it first dropped, like the songs, Let's Speak Facts, like Real Facts, that's what the song called, Real Facts. He had a potential future in this motherfucking rap shit, but you know, the streets caught up to him.
Yo, kicking unless you the facts. Anytime I get you out through backs, he blew you again, you ain't smoking on Mac.
While this was going
Really, the
on, the
hardest
feds
nigga
were
I
catching
ain't
these
said.
same YG kids on surveillance cameras, carjacking Toyota Camrys, Mercedes-Benzes, even robbing someone at gunpoint. A month later, on July 11th, those same YG goons were hunting in DOA territory,
The deadly
K-Flock's
dead of
neighborhood.
Bronx.
They only had to drive 6 minutes before stumbling upon a 13-year-old kid named J-Rip, who looked up to K-Flock with huge admiration. One kid hopped out of a black Honda Accord that had 3 orange racing stripes on its hood. The kid aimed his pistol, unloading into J-Rip, who stumbled into this cafe, Angels, bled out, and died in front of customers.
Yeah,
the same cafe, Angels, where K-Flock and Shaike were hanging out on a live stream a few months ago, right across the street from K-Flock's apartment.
Word to the God. Don't slide. Don't tell me go like doing some stupid shit.
Word of J-Rip's murder got out quickly that day. The kid Rajiz, who was on live with Flock a few months prior, was now on social media mocking J-Rip's death. 7 hours later, Jay's friends went off to retaliate. They found Rajiz in a private Uber on the phone. 2 shooters on a scooter pulled up next to him, opened fire through the window, hitting him in the head and torso, killing Ra instantly. And all this happened in Mount Hope, a mile out from J-Rip's murder scene earlier that day. Ra's family learned about his death from a friend who was on the phone with him at the moment he was killed. Revenge does not heal losing loved ones, but Flock's fame was exponentially growing. He got an offer for his very first show, upstate in Poughkeepsie, 2 hours out of New York City, where locals targeted him right away. 5 people were found shot, 1 stabbed, right outside the club Revel 32, as security at the venue scrambled, turning his tour bus into a makeshift ambulance, transporting victims to the hospital. The tour bus got shot up as well, because the people that were doing the shooting thought the K-Flock was inside it.
Most of these victims were occupants of a private bus that had been
So
identified.
basically, they like saw the tour bus, right? Well, first off, they were looking for K-Flock anyway inside the club. The people that were shooting thought that K-Flock was inside the damn bus, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, he had got away. So they thought it was on.
He
was on the
ride the bus.
No, they thought he was on the bus, but he actually got away with some homies or whatever. So they thought he was on the bus and they shot out the bus full of people that was shot. Yeah, that's.
That had been identified as being in multiple locations here in the city of Poughkeepsie.
But he managed to escape unharmed. The next day, K-Flock would pop out of Rolling Loud, New York for a surprise performance.
With the surprise performance, the next stars in New York, K-Flock and B-Love.
But he got into a brawl with another Bronx artist as their entourages clashed, thus banning Flock from the festival for life. And all this beefing just boosted his profile. That same night, he would drop the song Being Honest with G Herbo, which now has 25 million views on YouTube. It was like K-Flock was on top of the world, but he was still doing drills. 6 days later, he was in a rental car with his boys, driving to his cousin D-Thank's building, the River Park Towers, spotting an op, shooting them on the Roberto Clemente Bridge. And you'd think it would stop there, but no. The next week, undercovers pulled K-Flock over in Yonkers, finding a gun in his sock, which if you know New York laws, carries a 3 to 5 year sentence.
Yeah.
The very next day, he was bragging about buying a new gun. You're thinking this might stop, and it will. Getting close to Christmas, on December 16th, 2021, K-Flock walked past the barbershop in Harlem early in the morning, had a standoff with this man, pulled a pistol out, and shot him dead. The rapper in the city with the most buzz, caught on surveillance video, wearing designer clothing from head to toe, shooting a rival. And the shoes he's wearing in surveillance video that day are the same unreleased Jordans he was showing off to social media just a few days before. The craziest part is the guy Flock's booked for killing comes from a set in Harlem that have the same enemies that K-Flock has. Geographically, they have the same rivals. They both beef with YGs and Drillies. Flock began beefing with this set in Harlem called the OIs because one of their rappers, Edop Baby, was seen at a party smoking on Instagram Live with some YGs.
Yo, this shit, why do this shit got 300 views?
So Flock turned on him, gathered his posse, and made one of the coldest Bronx drill songs yet, called Brotherly Love. Riddled with disses towards this Harlem set, the OIs.
Niggas talking fuck he wanna do. We chill with them op niggas, whatever they throw up, I'm dropping it too.
I ain't gonna lie, that's like the coldest fucking disses ever, bro. I bump this shit to this day. Man, that's like the coldest diss track ever. I ain't gonna lie, I still bump that shit. Like free K-Flock. He crashed out though, man. He crashed out bad, but you know, that song would still be on my playlist and I'll still bump this shit. Even if I turn 80, I don't give a fuck, I'm still bumping that. I'll be like, tell my grandkids what the fuck I listened to when I was 21. You see what I'm saying?
K, the rapper from Cortland, would side with E-Dot Baby. So in turn, he would start beefing with Flock, and Flock would start beefing with him. Both of them releasing diss tracks, with Flock saying he was smoking on Shy K's dead father.
Nah.
Free Flock. All y'all niggas music is doing bad now. Y'all need him. But free him, because you know what we're gonna do. He gonna be the 5th dad DOA member.
Interestingly, just minutes before Flock pulled the trigger at that barber shop, killing the man, he had logged onto FaceTime to talk directly to his rivals, brandishing his gun. And he was filming at the exact same stoops where E-Dot Baby, the rapper from Harlem, had filmed a music video 1 year prior called Ready for War. Slowly, one by one, the Bronx was following the Brooklyn scene, with all their rappers getting wiped out by police indictments. 5 months later, the Drillies would get taken down in a massive RICO case, booking 20 people for murder, conspiracy, racketeering, and gang activity. Not even a month later, D-Thang, along with 22 of his guys from RPT, would get swept up as well. Then if you thought the scene wasn't toxic, 6 months later, the young rapper from Harlem, E-Dot Baby, would commit suicide, which has fans still wondering to this day why that happened. Fast forward to this year, February 2023, and K-Flock, who was already sitting in prison, would be one of 7 DOA members named in a federal indictment spanning from 2017 all the way to 2023. This is the New York drill scene in a nutshell. Every few years, a scene pops off from one of the boroughs. Rappers make a huge wave, and then it all comes crashing down. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Yeah, guys, that's Rico for the Drillers. We just, like, he just broke down this whole shit. Link to the video down in the description. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and hit that like button before we get on your ass. Stop playing with me, bitch.
Make sure you guys subscribe to our channel.
If you have not subscribed to our channel, what the hell are you doing? You know we live here. Stop playing with us. Anything else?
Anything else?
Nah. We out. Wow.